I just came back, well, 2 weeks ago, probably, something like that. I came back from Kilimanjaro. So I was actually thinking about this trip for like months before I signed up for it. And after I moved back from London, I decided this is the right time for me to do it. I normally do like hiking and all this kind of stuff anyway. So I was like, yeah, I really want to do it. Like, Kilimanjaro is so iconic. And I really want to like challenge myself, because like honestly I love challenging myself, pushing past my limits. And as you're gonna see on summer night, except I didn't feel that much because I was like practically dying, you're gonna see how I literally was pushing past my limits. I'm gonna stop myself right there because this intro is way too long. So yeah, let's get straight to the point. I had to go to Heathrow, so I travelled by train to Heathrow in London, and then first time flying Ethiopian Airlines. It was amazing. The food, there was like so much like food they gave us, and it was like all very tasty and stuff, so I'm very happy about that. Then I went for the next day, I went for breakfast, and yeah, I met my guides, met other people in my group. Like there was like 2 other people in my group, and yeah, it was quite lovely actually. I didn't had a sleeping bag because it was so much hassle with it. Like I couldn't find the right one, and the ones that were like really good quality were like £800. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just gonna rent it there for like $40 or something. Yeah, so that's what I did. Then I had a sleeping bag. I had to like repack my stuff. Like about 3 times I repacked my stuff again and again and again. But then the first day, so we left the hotel at 8:30. We traveled like about 2 hours or something to Kilimanjaro, and we went for like a place where we were meant to go, and we met the second guide there. Yeah, and then we started going up, and then we went to Le Moshe Gate because that's the route we were taking. I realized like, because Le Moshe Gate, like the official like sign, is at 2,100, and I realized that I was already at the highest point I ever been in my entire life. So I was like, whoa! The mission for the first day was definitely to spot as many monkeys as possible, and yeah, we did. And at the camp there were also so many monkeys, and I was very happy about it until the night, because they were like literally so loud. We had our dinner there, and like we brushed our teeth. It was like my random side quest was to brush my teeth in a literal jungle, so that was like something I sort of did not think about putting on my 2025 bingo card, you know. We had dinner, and after dinner it was like already getting quite dark. We got measured our blood oxygen and pulse. My blood oxygen dropped so low that I literally freaked out. It got to 91, which is, I guess, didn't drop so low, but my usual is like 98, 99. So to dropping to 91 on the first day, I was like so worried that it's gonna continue to like literally drop significantly, and I was gonna be like dying and like pass out and stuff. But thankfully that actually did not happen. At that point we were at 2,600 or something like that, above sea level. So I was like, wow, we are already higher than the highest mountain in Poland, and I was like, wow, that's really high. I keep getting like higher than I ever been before, you know, and that was very exciting, to be honest. The second day we woke up at 6 a.m. That was our official wake up time. We got tea in the sleeping bag. They gave us tea, and we were like so happy. Honestly, like getting like tea first thing in the morning, like tea to bed, it's like so lovely. I loved it. Then we went to like pack our bags. Breakfast was at 7. and then we meant to like leave straight after breakfast. So then we left. We were heading to Shira Camp 1, which is at 3,610 meters above sea level. It's like, damn, it's getting like so high. And we continued to like walk through the rainforest up to like, I was expecting the trees to like kinda like just start disappearing like slowly, but it was like with a ruler. Like there was like trees, and then like literally the minute after we were above the tree line, and it felt like so like sudden, and I kind of loved it. And I got a bit tired there, not gonna lie, but I still was pretty okay, I would say. And we got to Shira Camp 1. Right now I'm feeling great, though today have been like a little bit like harder than yesterday. Only like 2 parts, it was like 10 minutes, but yeah, I'm in Shira Camp 1, yeah, living life. Yesterday, as you might see, the monkeys and stuff in the next to place I stayed, and I'm actually super cringing right now. But yeah, I'm just chilling right now, to be honest. Had some cream, I'm feeling alright. And okay, I'm gonna show you the view right now because it's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, I'm feeling very well, to be honest. Oh, look at the little birds. Oh, so cute. But yeah, I'm feeling quite good. Not gonna lie. But yeah, just like enjoying life. I know later on it's gonna be a lot harder. So right now, I'm just gonna vibe. I'm gonna read probably some book. Yeah, so I have 2 with me, to be honest. And yeah, I'm feeling alright, actually, very well, to be honest. Though last night it was quite hefty sleep, cause you know, I don't know, it was just like quite hefty. And we had like our shower, which was like basically a bowl of water and a soap. And to be honest, like I already kind of knew I'm not gonna get like much time, not much time, but like I'm not gonna be able to like wash myself much, and I'm probably gonna stink, which is like I kind of expected that already, so it's fine. And also sometimes like there are times and places where you're not meant to stink, and there are times and places where it's very much justifiable, and it was very much one of those times where it was pretty okay for me to stink, you know. Climbing a very high mountain for several days is okay time for me to be stinking. I had to share my tent with another girl, and it was okay. However, like we both agreed that it's like better to get like our own tents. Like if to be honest, like if I would do it next time, I would definitely get like even paid extra like to get like a tent for myself, just because it's like quite small, and I had to have like my big bag pretty much outside. It was like sort of within the tent area, but it was like outside of the like sleeping place, and it would be so much more comfortable, and I would be able to like use a PE bottle, which I didn't have anyway, because I didn't thought about it. I wouldn't probably use it anyway because I was like sharing a tent, but it's one of the things that like I would like that would be useful just to like pee in the bottle, because I started also on the second day like taking the Amox, which definitely made me want to go to toilet so much more often, and I had to get up 2 times in the night to go to the toilet when it was like freezing cold, because it was like really cold at night. and I had to go to the toilet, which we had like a special toilet tent, which was, to be honest, it was pretty decent actually. Oh yeah, we also like met like so many people. We definitely got fed very well. Like for breakfast we had porridge, which we just thought it's gonna be just porridge. Like normally at home, if I have a porridge for breakfast, and I have a bowl of porridge for breakfast, and that's my breakfast. What we had after porridge, they were boiled of pancakes, omelette and sausages, and wow, it was amazing. But like the food there are literally insane. Like they were so good. Like I didn't like, they were like magicians, like cooking the food like at this high altitude. But yeah, I was sort of already getting out of breath. But only slightly out of breath, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I could definitely feel the slight difference. Also, we had a lunch in between before we got to the camp, and it was like nice packed lunch and ginger tea, and we had like nice dinner. Then the third day, we got up at 6 again, same routine, same sort of breakfast. It was honestly so much, and then we went off, and obviously like the same time at night we always get like measured the blood oxygen and the pulse. Yeah, and my blood oxygen went up to 98, and I was so happy about it. I didn't even think I'm gonna be this happy about it, but I was honestly so happy that I'm like, you know, not like literally like, you know, that I'm so happy to be alive. But yeah, and we set off and we walked for like first 2 hours for pretty even, pretty like on the same level terrain, and then we started going like super up, like super steep, and I was honestly so out of breath, and I had to ask for a break. And honestly, I was like started getting quite worried because I could like feel the altitude is hitting me with like walking wise. Like I was getting so out of breath so easily, and we decided to go for a little acclimatization walk, and we went to the cathedral pond, which by the way, spoilers, is not an actual cathedral. I don't know why I thought someone built a cathedral on literally on almost 4,000 meters above sea level. Why did I thought about it like in the middle of nowhere on like a mountain someone built a cathedral? But yeah, it was just a sign, and you had to like actually use your hands, and we basically left our bags on the like at the place where we could like leave our bags with one of our guides, and with the second guys we went up, and we actually had to use our hands, and I was so not happy that I actually didn't bring my GoPro on this. Like there was like a couple of opportunities where I really could use a GoPro, but I just didn't, and I'm so annoyed that I didn't. But it is what it is, as they say, and I was literally so exhausted, like I was breathing like this, and it was so exhausting. But I did it. I tried to hide it at its different day, but it didn't work. So on the next day, the fourth day, I think all of the days actually like meshed together, like they all became one big thing, to be honest, apart from the summit night. That was pretty insane, in my opinion. But we went up to the next camp, which I'm gonna show it here. And it's almost at 4,000 meters above sea level, and I could like really see like my heart racing and stuff. And yeah, like we ate breakfast, and it was really nice. But yeah, I could like literally feel it, and we went up to, I think on that day, yeah, went up to Lava Tower, and it was honestly beautiful. But even like walking down the hill a bit, I tried to run to like take like really nice like pictures and videos, but I was like so out of breath. Even like running downhill, I was like honestly dying. So basically, look how sunburned I am. But we next to lava tower, that's one, at 4,600 meters, and this. But yeah, I literally had sun cream, and I'm still like burnt and stuff, which is annoying, but it's fine, it will do, I will recover. But anyway, feel okay, like a bit out of breath, to be honest, especially when I'm walking, or even like drinking water. I'm like literally so out of breath. But honestly, apart from that, of constantly being out of breath, I feel good. My appetite is still good, which is amazing. And yeah, overall, I feel good. I got like a little bit scared like yesterday because my oxygen level, like blood oxygen level, was like 90. No, not 90, 89%. So I was like, oh no. But yeah, I'm gonna show you the how pretty. Whee. And there's the clouds. I'm quite literally above the clouds. They look like a cotton candy. Yeah, that's the one. Cotton candy. Yeah. And that's where on Monday by midnight, we're gonna have to go. Yeah, and that's my little update. I was actually today meant to be like a tough day, and to be honest, it wasn't that bad. Like it was like a little bit. Like obviously, I'm tired after today. Well, I still haven't done everything. Like I need to go to the camp from Lava Tower, so I'm gonna sleep a little bit lower, which is good because it's gonna be good for my sleep. We got my sunburn, but anyway, so that's good. And yeah, what else I was gonna say? It's really pretty out here. Yesterday was really tough for some reason. Yesterday was actually the first day where I actually started to feel the altitude like properly. Like it was only like because I was like getting so tired, even though normally I would be okay, but I was getting so tired. But anyway, I speak to you soon. But we ate the best food on the hike that we were in, like, and oh my god, it was insane. Like the kind of food they give you was absolutely insane. And so the next day, we went to the next camp, and then I could like really feel it. Like I was walking and I could like really feel it, the attitude. But anyway, so the day after that, actually, because like it was not too much going on, apart from like we also had this wall that we had to climb over. So I'm a bit like I try to refresh my memory with some like photos and videos, and I have a massive brain fog. But then the day after, we went to the next camp, and I woke up feeling so bad. Like it wasn't like too bad. Like I thought like, oh, it's just like all in my head. But apparently other people, like the people that I was with, also were like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. But I barely could eat breakfast like that day. And that morning I woke up and I was like, I literally don't know how I'm gonna do it. To be honest, I did have like doubts about it throughout, but I was feeling like fine, and my appetite was actually really good. So that was the first time where it's like dipped a little bit. So I started off the morning, so not great. The tea, I couldn't didn't feel like drinking tea as well, which I usually love drinking tea. there as well, and the porridge. I don't know, I still cannot eat like porridge because I was like, that kind of reminds me of when I try to feel okay and eat it like normally, like I usually do, and just like be like, yeah, I'm fine, like, but kinda like I wasn't, but also I was thinking like, oh, like, is it like that bad, or is it like actually like I don't feel very well, but I actually didn't feel so great. I felt as like slightly bit dizzy when I walked up, but like I was like, yeah, it's nothing, yeah. But yeah, thankfully I felt a bit better later, and I try to delude myself that I'm feeling like amazing, everything is good, and I just had the vision of me getting there. Like I had the destination in mind, and I was like, yeah, let's go, let's do it, this. And I try to like think positively, like positive thinking. So yeah, but when we got to the last camp, so sorry if I like missed a few bits, but like that's like towards the end, it's like the most intense. But when we were walking towards the last one, I was like, oh my god, I'm like legit dying. But I was like, I'm fine. But like I didn't have like trouble like breathing, but I felt like so out of breath very quickly, but I was like not feeling like, oh, like I have trouble breathing. It was more like you know, when you run, like I felt I was like running a marathon, honestly, which I actually never ran a marathon, so I don't know how that feels like, but if I do, I will let you know, and then I will compare, because some people saying it's actually like harder than running a marathon. At least like for marathon you can like literally like step aside, but here you can't really, unless you get evacuated, I guess, which I rather not do that. So then we were walking up, and I was like, yeah, I need a break, I requested a break. People were asking, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Because I didn't feel like, I feel like seriously, like I do, like seriously not well. I felt like I'm just really, like I ran like 40 miles or something, or 20 miles, whatever, and been really out of breath, and like a bit lower appetite, but it's not fully gone. Because I think after the lava tower, that's when I had my proper big appetite still, and after that, I think like I literally ate so much on that day, because they prepared us food at such a high altitude, and it was so amazing that I ate so much, and I felt like, yeah, I'm sorted for the next couple of days. But anyway, so we walked there, and we got to the thing, and I was honestly like, I felt like I was like, you know, like so intense in my body. But finally we got there. I barely made it there, and then we had like some food, and it was like preparing for the big night, because that was the night, that was the day before the summer night. We got there in like the midday, like around, I don't know, 12, I would say, maybe 1, something like that, maybe 2, I don't know, but something like that. And then we got to the to the tent. We had like a little nap, and also then like had something dinner, and then again we woke up at 11 p.m, which I could not barely do any sleep. Oh, 2 girls like so happy and like so energetic after because they submitted it the night before, and they just like had their little nap, and then were coming down, and they were like, yeah, it's alright, yeah, and it just really cold, that's all it is. And they were so energetic, and I was like, how is that even possible? Like I feel like I'm so out of breath, like already, like I feel like I'm already doing it, you know what I mean. But yeah, that was insane. Like, and after that, after I did it myself, I am even more impressed about their levels of energy, because how, like I felt like a walking zombie afterwards. But I do remember everything from it, by the way, because I heard that some people are quite literally like zombies and they don't even remember them being there, like on the top and stuff. But I think with this I was quite fine, because I remember like all the emotions during it after, because I was like inside I was really experiencing it as well. But anyway, so after we woke up at 11 p.m. We had a meeting, we had popcorn, tea in the tent, we had like this like thing that measures your oxygen level in the blood and stuff. We had a conversation. I was like already feeling like so out of breath for the past couple of days, so my guide promised me to carry my backpack as well, which I feel so bad. Like I know they did it, like I don't know how many like my guide did it, but it was so many times, and I know they are trained for it and stuff, but like I feel so bad when someone had to carry my stuff. But yeah, he promised he when I had me carry it. And my water bladder broke, like the zipper, so I was forced to carry. Thankfully I had 2-liter water bottle, big one. They had an extra spare one as well, but I had this and it was in my bag, so it was gonna be hectic because I'm gonna need to drink loads of water, so there's gonna be extra stopping times anyway. And then we got ready. It was about midnight and we saw it was dark. I didn't take any pictures and videos on the journey up there because I was so exhausted. Like I've been like, I felt like I've been like traumatized or something. Like it was honestly like my body wanted to give up, so I didn't feel anything, even though I really wanted to, and I so regretted not doing that. But I saw the line of light like just going up so slowly in the pure darkness, and obviously because of the moon, the stars, you can like see like you can actually like see the mountain and stuff still, just like still need to have torch. Thankfully I had a really nice jacket, so I'm still gonna have to write that review on that coat, the down jacket or whatever it's called. But then we started walking up and I already feel like I'm weighing like 200 pounds, no, 500 pounds, whatever, because like it feels like every step it was like so heavy. Like I felt like I'm on a different planet with different gravitational pull, and I was like walking up there and I had to stop so often, and my water bottle, like I needed to drink it so much, so I was like, okay, I had like big pocket inside that can like hold 2-liter water bottle. Amazing, but it was obviously it was not made to hold 2 liters water bottle. So when like once I tried to go over this like rock or whatever, and it fell down, it stumbled like down, but thankfully not fully down. And over it was either the second guide or the porter, because we had to take action on. It was 3 of us, so we had 2 guides and 1 porter, just in case. So it was like 1 person for each person, if you get what I mean. Like literally just in case. So yeah, so it's enough for everyone, you know. And then thankfully it was cold, and then I was like, okay, I'll have to like hold it like this. Then I had to put it back in there again, and then we walked up very slowly, but for me it felt like I'm literally on a different planet, honestly. And then I kept wanting to have stops, so my guide said to me that we're gonna stop every 30 minutes for 2 minutes, and I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds like a plan, because normally you're meant to stop as little as possible, because it's cold, it's really high, it's best to get there as soon as possible, take a quick picture and then go down. But yeah, there was also a beef in my group because I was like moving so slowly, and apparently I'm like slowing well, not moving so slowly, but I felt like I need to stop because like my body just want to like give up. You don't realize how much is in your head, because then I was honestly like I was on fire. I wasn't walking too fast, but that was the point. You're not meant to walk too fast. But I was constantly moving and didn't feel like I'm getting like I didn't feel like I need to stop. Whereas like 10 minutes ago, I felt like I needed to stop every 2 minutes, and even like that 2 minutes every 30 minutes was like a bit too much for me. But possibly the best guide ever, honestly. Like if you need a recommendation, just message me privately on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, or here as well, I guess. And I will give you a recommendation, because honestly, like I would not be able to do it without my guide, and not in like a literal sense, but also like as like kinda the mental support, because at this point where we were walking up and I kept like needing my stops, just like he was the only one that believed that I could get to the top. And the other guides as well, like they were all so incredibly amazing, and the chef and the porters, like oh my god, it was like unbelievable. They were literally so amazing. But anyway, so we were walking up and he was like, okay, you can't have your stop now because it's been 30 minutes, and I didn't realize that it's been 20 minutes even though I constantly needed a stop. So I don't, well, actually I know how it happened. I think I was like so like mentally like in my head that because of this one I was like, yeah, I need to like show everyone that I can do it. Like it was like a mental battle, just as much or even more as physical battle. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna get to the top and yeah, show everyone that I can do it. And also like my guide was like showing me so much support that I was like, I literally cannot let him down. And also another thought that I had that kept me going is my granddad is very like well traveled. He never actually been to Kilimanjaro, but he's a very smart man. He knows like pretty much all the capitals of the world, of countries, every country in the world, and very intelligent, very well traveled guy. And I was like, I cannot tell him that I went to Kilimanjaro because it's meant to be a big secret, because he would be scared, and like my whole family was worried about him. So we decided to tell him only after I come back safe to the UK. But I was like, I cannot tell him that I've been to Kilimanjaro with but I haven't like been to the top. So I was like, I need to do it, because otherwise I'm gonna be like you know, it's not gonna be great. So yeah, we kept walking, and as we were walking, like my vision went like not blurry, but like weird, like kind of like in like weird slow motion. Like I don't know how to describe it. I felt like I saw the whole like shadow, like I saw my pulse like move in kind of like not fully slow motion, but like, you know, in pictures, I would say, in like pictures. It's hard to describe it because obviously I wouldn't be able to even film it because it was like like for my eyes, but it went like really weird, and I was like breathing so like not like so deep. I would say I was breathing so deep to try to get as much oxygen as I can. And then like I was like literally the whole time I was in a mental battle with myself, and I was like thinking of why I cannot give up just now, and like nothing was like going on super serious for me to be like, yeah, I need to go back. But besides, they have like oxygen, like just in case. They have a lot of stuff. Well, they are very well trained to like know what to do if something was going on. But yeah, I was like this, but I kept going, and then went to the Stella Point, and I was almost crying, but it was so cold, so I didn't cry. But I was almost so crying. I almost started crying because we were so close, and I was like, yeah, now I see I can do it. We also saw the sunset, but unfortunately at the top was very cloudy. Yeah, so that was a shame. but it was still like, I think it's even created a better atmosphere, I'm not gonna lie. It looks really cool, the videos and photos. But I was honestly so dead down, like my legs were shaking, I was shaking, and honestly, like my guide was like joking, "Oh, you ready for the torture?" Like to all of us. And that was so funny, but I actually felt like I went full on torture with this one, and I was like, okay, when I get down, I'm never going to really high mountains ever again. I'm gonna stick to the small ones. But obviously, it's like when you do, like, you know, lots of things that you said you're never gonna do it again because of the pain you feel right now or the next day, but then you eventually forget the pain and only remember the good parts, and then you're gonna do something like this again. But yeah, then we walked for 40 minutes and I was like, okay, it is within my reach. I was so in my mind the whole time. I was like, kind of like excited, to be honest. I started to excited because it was within my reach, and I felt I didn't feel super great, but I also felt like I'm not gonna die, you know. And I felt like my heart being a bit heavy, and like I felt the difference as well and everything, but overall I felt okay-ish, okay enough to keep going. So then we kept going, had my water break that I desperately needed, and then we got to the sign. We took like one photo each. We took one photo each, and I really wanted to film this really cool video idea, but I was like, no, let's leave it, which I knew I'm gonna regret it, but like I was so physically exhausted that I literally could not think about anything else apart from getting that picture and then going down as soon as I can. So that's what we did, and it was many hours going down. Well, no, actually, no, it was like 3, I don't know. Yeah, it was literally like 3 hours because we got there by 7, and no, actually, maybe 5 hours, something like that. Actually, the time concept, I forgot it there. Like, I did not have that time concept there. I knew I was just going down, and I really needed to pee, but I didn't want to pee there. So then when we were walking down, like I had help from my other guide as well, and walking down because I kept like almost want to go there. No, not actually, that was not because I was too tired. That was just because I was clumsy, because I'm a really clumsy person. Like I can trip on the flat floor, like literally the flattest floor you could imagine. I would trip on it. Like, that's not a threat, by the way, but that's just how I am, to be honest. And I went to the toilet, and then we had our nap. I fallen asleep. Then after like 2 or 3 hours, we woke up. We had to pack our bags. I was like so tired. Like I literally felt like I'm a zombie or something. And we had lunch, packed our bags, and made our way out. Then we walked for another 5 hours downward. We walked downwards, and it was like, you know, it was like really steep downward, so like my foot was constantly banging on my my shoe, and then the shoe was banging on my boot. After, I had a massive blisters, and I still, like, you can kind of see it. sorry for that, but I had massive like blisters, and it was but like it didn't feel like bad or anything. It just looked really ugly, but I think it was worth it. Like, you know, sometimes it's worth to look a little bit ugly for the experience. Like, I did scare acting last year, so I know all about looking ugly just for fun experience. But anyway, so we went down, and then we had to sleep, and woke up, had food, went down again, and then we went out, and then I was exhausted. Then I had a shower. Oh my god, if you have ever not showered for 8 days straight. Also, we got our certificates. We got certificates, we had our meeting with the guides, and we had so much fun. Oh my god, I love it. Like we talked a lot, and you know, I gave them one of my power banks because they didn't have their power banks. So I thought, you know, I have literally 4 of them. I might just give one. And by the way, all of my power banks are super good quality, so I'm sure they were happy. Like one power bank can last ages. I literally used one of them and it lasted me like 6 days, honestly. And I was like, I don't need 4 power banks, so I gave one of them away. Yeah, that was the end of adventures. And then I flew to Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. Oh, also, but before that, I went to actually well, let's just end there. So yeah, that was my adventure. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one. And yeah, I'm also really hoping my YouTube skills gonna improve. So I know what you're thinking. The video quality might not be that great just yet, but I'm working on it, and I might come back there. And I might have my own cameraman, aka my dad, because he said he really wants to go there as well, so I might come back there. But first he would need to focus on his training, like so much, and also not for at least another 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Because I think I'm not going. I said I'm definitely cool. Because after I went up the mountain, I said I'm never gonna go to the high mountains. I'm gonna stay with the little 1,000 meters, maybe 2,000, maybe 2,500 at a push. But we're gonna see. And for another 2 years, I'm probably not gonna come back to them. But in the future, maybe. Love you all. Bye bye.